Hi Anna, how are you? Hope all is well in your world. Congratulations on your free one question reading. You wanted me to focus on your career and stuff. So let's see what wants to come out. Interesting. Ah, that's funny. I don't know. The deck feels strange. Like it's making me want to pull from it in weird ways. Okay. So I totally get why you're interested at looking in career. At least that's what the card's telling me. So the cards are telling me is that you're kind of out of this tower moment. Like you're on the other side of that. You this could be, I mean, this is definitely related to it. What's this? Yeah. And you have a lot of pentacles that kind of want to sneak out too. Yeah. But you could have, could have been this dismantlement of this home or this, maybe whatever this life. I'm kind of getting it more of a life type thing. Like this, like, let's say if you always thought you were going to have like a dog, a border collie, two kids, a girl and a boy, that kind of thing. Like whatever you thought was going to happen kind of isn't, or you kind of realize that and you're moving on from it and you have moved on. And funny enough, there's this little tower in the background here, very similar. I mean, looks exactly like this one. So this is kind of like you looking past it and behind it. And funny enough, and I love how this looks in front of me, we have the Hangman after. So it's all this upside down energy and kind of looking at where you've come and where you've gone. You're looking a lot at your past because you're kind of at the point of moving to your future. And to reaffirm that, we have the Wheel of Fortune here, and it's turning in your favor. And up here with the first four cards I pulled, we have the Page of Rods. So that's kind of, everything else is upside down except him, and he's looking out. And that's kind of that passionate thing. It might right now be like if you have something in mind that you want to pursue, it might be a very small spark right now. But I kind of see it bringing abundance or some sort of like fulfilling, I want to say need, but like maybe that's how you feel. Maybe you feel like you need this and you've wanted this. It could have been for a while. We have kind of the soulmate past card and the person looking out and their ships to come in. And this is kind of a card I would expect for somebody who's like very career driven, kind of at a further step than this person here. So maybe you think maybe you have this Etsy page that you're thinking of starting. Kind of like that deal. Like, I feel like you're reevaluating things because you find yourself on the other side of something. But it's kind of very... It's kind of very newborn baby-ish. Very, like... By newborn baby-ish, I mean it's so fragile and vulnerable, and it's at the early stages of something, so you're very protective of it. So maybe you can't really see how much you can do with something, or how much potential you have in something, because it's too vulnerable. But then in the split of the deck, we have on top of the, I would have just showed it, on top of the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So that's a step up from the page. And then on the other side of the split, we have the Ace of Pentacles next to the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles energy. So you're kind of... It's a very good mix of the Wands energy and having that passion and looking at where you are, right? The Three of Wands here, the Four, the Page, and then a very good mix of that real world, abundant Pentacle energy. And you have the Ace, the Two, and the Four. So I feel like you don't, maybe you don't really see where you are at this point right now. You can't really see how much you can do with something or grow something. But I feel like when the Page goes to the Knight of Pentacles, kind of when this sun rises, then he's able to attain kind of this Ace of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, I mean, is in your favor. And I always feel like these people are these people. Kind of... If this was like this, I feel like then it's kind of very similar to Tower in the upright. But it's the other way. So you've already been through this. So you're also in a very stagnant state. I kind of see that as well. And not like, I mean, stagnant is like you're not really making haste decisions, because you have the Four of Pentacles and the Hangman here. So it's kind of like reevaluating, but also like not wanting to move, being okay with standing still. And I mean, that's totally fine as well, because you have kind of divine timings here too, and things that need to play out as well around you. Knight of Rods. He's in the reverse. The Death card. Makes sense. Just because that it's like that change that needs to happen, right? This like change from maybe being better with your money, more of a Pentacles type energy is what you need, or be more business savvy. Right now, you're kind of more at a spark point, this idea, but you need a change to happen. Eight of Swords in the reverse. So that, yeah, that's movement from your stagnation. I think you kind of know what you want, but it's like one of those things, like you don't know how to pursue it, and you don't feel like, I don't want to say like you're not capable, but I feel like there's like a little more extra that needs to be input so you can get out of this exactly what you need to get out of it. Are you waiting for something else to happen first, maybe? It could be an event, or it could be, like I said, like pursuing some other. But now I kind of feel like he's watching and just waiting for something to play out first, and then he can go. And then they're ready. And that's a Death card too, and that's it, like that inevitable change that's coming. That's some sort of, I see the star here. I know that's what that is. So there's your spark, like there's your wish, kind of what you want. But sometimes people feel like she's being watched as well. So what are you watching, waiting for? Maybe you feel like you're not ready. I kind of feel like you, like, I kind of feel like you really are for the most part. Like, this isn't a timidness thing, or just like you'd feel overwhelmed to start a new job or career or anything like that. So, to answer your question, what I see is you're kind of past this tower point, or you're watching this tower point. So I think that as soon as whatever thing needs to occur first, that then you'll start to move forward. It might start very small, but I feel like you can grow it to something and become very abundant in it. Maybe this is like something you're watching happen at work. Like let's say your firm was bought out by a competitor and you are trying to figure out if you want to work there anymore because their policies are different. This is like that's that sitting there watching and waiting. Like, okay, well, if they let go of the IT people, like, I've kind of had enough. Like, it's kind of that, like, you're just like, I don't know if I'm going to make the move. Like, I kind of don't want to, but I'm waiting for this thing to play out and then I'll make the move. So it's kind of like that type of energy, that kind of watching and waiting. Or you're kind of had a lot of big changes in your life. So right now you're kind of doing that reevaluation. But right now it just feels like a very small idea. But what I see here is that things are showing up in your favor. And that you can grow something. You just might not feel like you can. Maybe you're back and forth. One day you're one thing and the next day you're something else. I think I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions, definitely email me. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, I'll answer your question if anything wasn't clear. But I gotta show you this thread. It's just kind of cool. Just the way it looks. It's kind of like, choose a door. Choose your fate. Choose it. But we have the Knight of Pentacles, and he's moving towards that Ace of Pentacles, right? That's his crest. And seeing this card says a lot to me too, right? That's like really looking outside of yourself. Like, to me, that card, like, I get that card constantly because I want big things and I have big dreams and stuff like that. So it's kind of that, it's that feeling, that card, and that, like, being on the precipice of something. So right now it kind of feels like a spark, but you have that coming to you. Okay, so you have my email. Take care. I hope you enjoyed your free one question reading. Like I said, don't hesitate to email me if you have any more questions or need to clarify. Anyway, hope spring is great to you, and take care. Bye.